Hi guys, welcome back. This is Build the Back to the Future DeLorean. This is just a second part of issue 59, which I did earlier. I had an issue, or two issues, to address, and I'm just figuring that some of you guys may have this problem. So I wanted to just do a quick video to show you what's what. So let me show you around the car and show you what it's supposed to do at this stage. So here we go. At this stage I have done all the wiring obviously from the issue. I've put some batteries in, and the only buttons that work for me at the moment are two, which does the 88 miles an hour box up there. That is number 2. Number 3 is the dashboard lights. You'll notice I haven't got the speedo in there at the moment because I'm waiting for a replacement. I want to get one from Mike Lane, which is on the Facebook group, and he's done a fantastic job of a replacement. So yeah, that's why that's missing. So yeah, number 3 does the speedo lights and the gauges over here, which is where my first issue was because they were not working the first time. And then number 4 does the time circuit. So 4 does the dates there, the awful flux, and over here those green LEDs there on the upper bulkhead. So that is what number 4 does for me at the moment. Okay, so what happened was I put the batteries in, and number 3 wasn't doing anything. Now luckily I saw a post on Facebook, and I saw that someone had posted a picture and everything was lit up. So I questioned it and I thought, that's a bit odd. So what I've actually done is I've traced it back, because when I first started assembling this I tested the LEDs here and I knew that they worked. So I knew there wasn't a problem up here, and I already tested the switch before we had this circuit board, and I tested the switch here with a multimeter, so I knew the switch worked. So it can only have been the board or the wiring. So as you saw from, I think it was issue 58, so I may be wrong, but issue 58 I had an issue trying to get this wire number 17 in. I knew 17 was for these lights. Now in the manual it states to have all the numbers facing upwards, but in my case the plug 17, which you can see there's blank, was wired in back to front. So the polarity was wrong, which was why my lights were not working. So I've had to take all this apart again. I've taken all this off just to get back into there to twist that round, and now it works. So just be mindful that if you do have any that aren't working, try and yeah, it's going to be a pain, but you're going to have to try and switch these cables round, turn them upside down to see if that helps you with your issue. So yeah, that was that problem. And the only other thing that was really silly was, if I just lift this car up on end, really silly, but where it says on off, mine was reversed. So I checked back to the magazine and I had fitted it the way it had told us to do. So I don't know whether my switch was soldered the wrong way around, I don't know, but all I had to do was remove the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws here, take this panel off, and I could pull the switch out and just twist the switch round so that now it matches with the writing underneath. Again, it doesn't matter because you're not going to see that, but it was just my OCD and I wanted it to be right. So yes, that is that. Okay, and also there is another issue which I almost forgot about, and that is people having trouble with their steering once they've put the cockpit, if you like, onto the chassis. Their steering wasn't quite marrying up. Now, I had this issue as well, and I did actually spot it a long time ago when looking and playing around with it. If you look at this picture, which I'm about to show you, there is, you'll see that the screw that is out, the half missing, you need to, I've unscrewed it and left it dangling just so you can see which one it is. You need to remove this, and you'll see on this next picture that basically there's no clearance in the chassis for that screw, so it doesn't make it sit as flat as it could be, and it's on that side where you need it the most, because that's where the steering goes into the rack. So when you do it, you may want to remove that screw, and then it just gives it a little, but it makes it fit much better, and I've done that myself, and I know a few people have. Unless you want to drill a hole through the chassis to, you know, enable the screw to protrude through that. But I didn't want to start drilling my chassis, so I've just done the easy option and undone the screw. Okay, so that was all really, guys. Just wanted to show you that there was a slight error in my wiring, and it must have been the factory. They switched those cables, probably easily done. So yeah, that was why one of my lights weren't working at the start. So if any of you have got the same issue, I would check your plugs and switch them in case your polarity is wrong, like in my case. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you shortly for another video. Take care.